else is focused and working towards something, and I'm just floating.
You're making a mistake.
No, I'm not. This is normal. College kids take breaks like this all the time. I want time off.
I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite.
Hello Vibers, I am so excited to be back and very happy to tell you that I am well rested. So it's already February of 2022 and I am very happy and sad that my gap year is now almost over. In this video, I'm just going to talk about the stuff I did and the stuff I learned. Feel free to skip around the video. There are timestamps in the description and in the comment section. And yeah, let's dive right into it. I used to be a huge control freak. I still kind of am, and I love micromanaging my schedule all the time to an extent that stresses me out so much. And I've been trying to break this habit, but I feel like I'm in more control of my life when I know what I'm gonna do next, which is why I just tried to plan everything in my life. But that totally backfired because when the pandemic hit, I just felt like I lost everything. Nothing was going as planned, and I was like super stressed. I was at home all the time. I felt very anxious, burnt out, was also kind of feeling depressed. I think by now, a lot of us are used to online learning. I have friends that prefer Zoom classes over in-person learning just because it's just more convenient. But I personally hate online classes because I love being in the physical classroom and I am so easily distracted. I had multiple browsers open all the time in class and I was just not paying attention, meaning I always had to go back to study the stuff that I already learned in class, which was wasting a lot of my time. And I tried to break my patterns, but it was just so difficult. I wasn't sure if I had to push myself to try harder or if it was a sign for me to take a break. I think I made the good choice. I chose to take a break from school. I think this was back in high school. I really wanted to go backpacking in Europe, and I told myself I would do that during my 4 years in college. I would just find time and a way to do it. And I was kind of hoping that things would get better and that I'd be able to go on a trip around the world, but I had to spend my whole gap year in Korea, which kind of sucked. I love traveling abroad, but that just didn't work out. But I'm actually really happy how things turned out because I ended up doing a bunch of fun stuff. I wanted to find a hobby that I could actually enjoy that was not related to work. My hobby when I was a teenager and when I got into college was making videos and just filming stuff and editing stuff. And that kind of turned into a career. And so I wasn't really sure what to do when I was not working because you can't have the same hobby as your work. Like, that's just insane. So I realized that I needed to take the time to find joy in something outside of like video making and filmmaking and stuff. I tried out a bunch of different stuff. I like drawing, I like art, I like dancing, I like performing. And the one thing that really stuck with me was ballet. And so I started taking ballet lessons and it's been amazing. I am so excited to just let ballet be a part of my life forever. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I worked as a full-time editor for 6 months and then part-time for 3 months at an entertainment company in Korea. And it was a very interesting experience, I'd say. I've always dreamt of being a career woman, climbing that corporate ladder, having a 9-to-6 stable job. I wanted a taste of that experience, and I think I was able to experience like a little bit of that during those 9 months. I met great coworkers, a lot of inspiring people. And it's crazy because I was getting paid to edit videos. I basically edit videos for a YouTube channel, and that was like my expertise. That was like what I was great at and what I loved. Before working at this entertainment company, I was so sure that I wanted to work in a Korean entertainment company right after I graduated. But now I'm considering other options, maybe going to grad school, or maybe like just freelancing, or maybe taking more gap years. I have no idea. So in a way, it actually made me feel a bit more lost. But you know, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Speaking of going back to school, I am returning to school this March. I am finally a senior. To rewind back to last fall, I was actually in school, but I was only taking 6 credits. So that's 2 classes, and both of those classes were on Friday. So basically, I was working throughout Monday to Thursday, and then I went to school on Friday. So it was just super part-time. Both of the classes were online. There wasn't that much of schoolwork to do. So basically, I didn't really even like consider myself a student because I was working way more. But now I'm going back to being a full-time student. I am like taking like 5 to 6 classes this semester, which is exciting. I'm still scared that everything's gonna be online. I am not looking forward to that. I feel like at this point everyone is used to online learning, but like I am not. I am struggling. I'm struggling, and I just don't enjoy studying as much as I used to. This brings back memories of when I first started my YouTube channel. The reason I posted Study With Me videos was because I was struggling to stay focused on studying. And so I thought, I'm gonna start filming Study With Me videos. I'm gonna film my self-study so that I just can't do anything else and I can stay focused. And that really helped me stay productive. So maybe I'll have to force myself to do that again. I don't know. I think everyone needs to go on an adventure at some point in their lives. You know, they need to live life and do stuff and take chances and do risky stuff. And that's what I did. I started a production company. A part of me was telling me that I'm just not experienced enough to start my own production company, but I did it anyways because why not? So I've always been passionate about film and I love music videos. So I built a crew and we've done 4 projects so far. 2 of them are music videos. It's just been an amazing experience being able to work with such talented people, and I'm very proud of my work. If you want to check it out, we share our videos on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. In this fast-paced modern society, I have always felt that I need to be productive, and I have promoted that on my YouTube channel multiple times. How to be productive, stay organized, manage your time and everything. But yes, it's nice to be productive and always be working on something, but it's also nice to just let yourself be lazy and take breaks. In the past, I've always felt guilty when I was binge watching something on Netflix because I thought I wasn't working, I wasn't doing anything productive, but I kind of rewired my brain so that I wouldn't think like that anymore. So now I just let myself binge watch shows when I want to, guilt-free. Recently, I haven't really been watching a lot of YouTube videos in general just because I spend so much time binging shows on Netflix and Disney Plus and all these platforms. I did notice that YouTube Shorts is huge now, and so I made this like trailer for this video in YouTube Shorts format on my channel. So if you haven't watched it, please watch it because I think it came out pretty cool. And also, if you've made it this far into the video, please leave a unicorn emoji in the comment section because everyone else is gonna be confused and be like, like unicorn, that's so random, but I'll know and you'll know, and everyone that made it this far will know that it means that you watched the whole video. Yay! And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. As always, love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!